Alright, Knights of Apollo, welcome back to the battlefield. Today we are playing Total War Rome 2. This is a pitched battle. It's a 2 versus 2. Now, I want to upload more pitched battles. I feel like, obviously we do a lot of siege battles. That's kind of my bread and butter. But I do want to occasionally pump out some, some pitched battles, because they are quite interesting in their own right. Now, the other reason I decided to pick this pitch battle is because I saw that it was a 2 versus 2, and I'm in the middle of a move right now, so I'm trying to record as much as possible in one day. And I just thought, a 2 versus 2 pitch battle. This is gonna be like, what, 20 minutes maybe? Well, it's actually 35 minutes plus. And here's the first engagement, a big old charge into the Rome. Let's do some slow motion here so we can look at the armies. So I didn't expect it to start off so quickly looking at the length of this battle. But hey, whatever, we got a super long pitch battle. It's gonna be fun. So we have two Parthia armies, which are very similar in army comps. They're bringing 6 archers. They got the Persian light archers, 6 of them. They have 4 horse archers, so they're playing very true to Parthia. And then they have a lot of heavy cav, which they use to charge into these light spears, which stood no chance against them. So Rome losing a big chunk of their army. They are bringing some. Actually, I don't think they have any infantry. So this is like a cav archer force, and I think this other Parthian army is very similar, except they are bringing some Parthian swords, which are definitely worth it. Now, of course, we have the Romans and the Seleucids, who are bringing more traditional armies of spears, swords, archers, and some cav. But this is going to be pretty challenging for them to deal with. And here comes a little charge from Equites going into the royal cataphracts. So I think they're just desperately trying to hold them in place while the infantry tries to rush their way into this fight. He's got armored legionaries. Let's see if they can get them up there in time. It doesn't look like they are. And look at this. They are just swallowing whole this Roman army, or not really army, but cav force. And this infantry is taking their sweet time trying to get over there. Is that the Roman general already dead? Oh my god. Oh wait, no, he's still in the fight. The infantry do make it, but it's kind of too late. And then over on this side, Parthia is using some horse archers. The mercenary, is this Samartan? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a horse archer unit. So it's a light missile cav. So they're kind of spraying from the flank, and they're finishing up basically these spears just to make sure they don't return to the battlefield. But Rome is desperate to try to catch up to these cav units, and he's gonna try and chase them down with the Equites. And Parthia keeps retreating, falling back. See, usually you don't see a Parthian army like this because there tends to be like rules against this kind of stuff because there's a lot of archers. But I really like the fact that they're doing this because it makes it much more realistic in terms of how they would make their army historically. Obviously, you would want to focus on your strengths. Now, this is a problem. I get he wants to try to chase down this cav, but he also needs to make sure that he doesn't get too separated, or the cav is going to hit him from all flanks like they're doing right now. So that's a huge loss for Rome. Let's see if they can kind of fight their way through this, as they are taking on the very awesome cav of Parthia. And now what's left of the army, the horse archers, the normal archers. I mean, it's a tough force to deal with because Rome doesn't really have the right set of units to deal with this. Now, why are the Roman archers over on this side? I'm not really too sure, but they've kind of combined both of their archer forces to kind of deal with Parthia, and it's working. Now, if I'm Rome, I would fall back. I would fall back and regroup with the Seleucids because there's no reason to be out here with just infantry. because you're gonna get picked on like no other. There's horse archers, there's normal archers, there's heavy cav. You're gonna get swallowed whole. You're gonna get surrounded and just slowly chipped away like a sculpture chipping away at a big block of marble. You'll lose. And you know, usually when a sculptor's making something, it's something beautiful. This is not beautiful. This is going to be a massacre. So what I would do is retreat, fall back to the Seleucids. Yes, you're gonna lose a lot of men as you fall back, but you're probably still better off making your way back to a friendly front line than trying to fight in the... It's kind of like trying to swim in an open ocean. Like, you can't win. You're not gonna win. And that's what it's just like an ocean surrounding them. A great flood is surrounding them. That's what it looks like. Now, the Seleucids need to do something about this too. They need to push up their army and try to get closer to the Romans and support them with archer fire as they retreat. But I think the Seleucids are so busy with fighting the units in the back here. He's dealing with some Parthian cataphracts. And maybe this is part of the Parthian plan to kind of distract the Seleucids with this back, you know, behind his line kind of guerrilla tactics here a little bit to keep him busy and not focus on what's going on with Rome. But Rome, you got to get back. And he is. So I'm really glad to see that. So he's sending all his armored legionaries, legionary cohort, legionaries, armored legionaries cohort. So some really good units. They're falling back, but they should make it to safety. Now these guys over here, unfortunately, they most likely will die as they're kind of separated from the pack. Now he does need to turn around. Turn around. Nope. He's just gonna let them harass. I mean, you gotta stop and turn. Here comes another cab charge, but they're charging into their own guys. That helped them out a ton. That cav unit could have been a lot more deadly, but you know, the fact that he charged into the rear of his own men definitely slowed him down. Oh, weird Pila throw. It's not a jabby. And here comes another cab charge, and Rome is fighting his heart out over here, and the Seleucids need to push up. They need to push up. Please help the Romans. They're getting destroyed right now. But here's the good news. Rome has skirmishers. The Seleucids have skirmishers. They can win this battle. They certainly can. And look at Rome stop routing. But that doesn't mean, like, they need reinforcements so bad. Seleucids, please move your men up. Like, they need to stick together as one. And that's honestly how you deal with these heavy skirmish horse skirmish type armies. You know, sometimes you gotta stick together and rely on what can defeat the horse archers. And there we go. He actually did a lot of damage to those Eastern cataphracts, but it gave the Parthians an opportunity to move up their archers and kind of fire down at the Romans as they fall back, because earlier they were a little too far to be able to harass the Romans, but there they go. And they will have a little bit of a cover here of this vegetation, which will help them out a little bit. So this is a good move by Rome. I think this battle started off very poorly for the Roman Seleucid side, but I think they can still come back from this, because the way the Parthian army is set up is that they're kind of going all in on one tactic, and that is skirmishing. And the Romans did get some good stuff done with the skirmishing, like the counter skirmishing. They did kill one of, I think they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there was 6 archers. They got one of the archers here. Also keep in mind, they still have all of their archers alive. The Seleucids have all of their archers. Unfortunately, they're just bringing Persian light archers, which are about the same, right? I think it's the same unit, Persian light against Persian light, right? Yeah, so it's the same unit, but they could have gotten Syrian archers, which would have been a huge help. But here they go. They're closing in. The Romans still holding this tree line. They're forming testudo, which is smart. Form testudo. Now, if you're on the Parthian side, what do? Well, you just keep doing what you're doing. I think they're doing a good job. Make it difficult for the archers to select a target, because that's the biggest threat to Parthia is that if all these archers here focus on one target and just blast it down, they will kill that unit very quickly. See, they're doing it right now. Boom. You see that? That's why the archers are so deadly, and that's their best defense against this army. Now, this is a problem. This cannot happen. If they actually get this charge off, come on. Like, there's no reason why they don't have infantry over here defending these guys. And why did they stop running? Oh, that's the other thing. Micromanagement is so important, whether you're commanding these skirmish type armies or fighting against them. It's definitely more challenging to command a skirmishing army, I think, than say defend. Oh my god. Oh my god. Massive Parthian cav charge into the back of the Roman army as they pursue the archers who are trying to get out of there. They're okay. Well, that's a huge win for Parthia right there. They pretty much eliminated a couple units of archers, which that was the biggest problem, right? That was the biggest problem. They took out a good amount. They did lose some units here and there, but overall, that was a huge win for Parthia. And now they're really going to find themselves in a tricky situation. So let's have, okay, I know this is a replay and I can't help the players, but you know, it's not like it's live. But they need to form a defensive position in this tree line. Like that. Because that is going to be their best bet in winning this one. Because at this point, what you want to do is you kind of want to, oh my god. You would think that they would learn from the last cav charge. But what they want to do is form a defensive position, as in like a noob square, as some people refer to them. And have the archers in the center. That way the archers aren't going to get chased down like this. But look at this desperate. This is a little too reckless by Parthia, in my opinion. They are, oof. God, Rome 2 just runs so much better than Attila. It's criminal. I remember when Attila came out and it was even worse. Like, the optimization was terrible. Oh, here comes more cav charging into some spears. That, again, they're getting a little too reckless. I know they're trying to get to these archers, but they're losing a lot of units when they do that. But what I was saying is, I remember when Total War said that Attila will run super well with future processors. If any company tells you something they made today will run flawlessly with future hardware, they're lying, because they don't know what's gonna be out in the future. They don't know how it's gonna work and how it's gonna run. So I remember them saying that. Classic CA move right there, right? Oh, it's gonna run great with future hardware. Okay, it's not, by the way. It's not running great. Still runs like poo-poo. All right, so again, they don't want to give up these trees here. Even though it's not a ton of cover, what do they say? Like, trees are 80% air. I would say even more so with these palm trees, but at least it's something, right? It's that 20%. 20% of those arrows could be deflected by the trees. I just feel like the Seleucids and the Romans tend to be on different pages. Their synergy isn't really working well here. Now, here comes a huge charge by Parthia. I don't know. I guess they're just trying to quickly break a couple of the weakened Roman units, which they do get a good charge off there, but they are going to be able to get out with minor casualties. And once again, they're splitting up, and Roman archers are getting harassed. So now that most of the archers are dead, now keep in mind, a lot of Parthian horse archers died as well, trying to chase down the Roman archers. So that's a good thing, obviously. That's less horse archers you have to worry about. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. But what I'm saying is, what is Parthia doing? Why is he running away? Well, anyways, what they're going to do as Parthia, I think if they fight head on... See, I think Parthia started off doing well. I think they've made some pretty big mistakes. Like, I feel like Parthia could have dominated this battle right here. It's definitely not anywhere near. It's still really close. Look at the balance of power. It's still really close. I think Parthia could have dominated, but they've been really reckless with their cav. I think they've been a little impatient and have just been charging in and just not caring. Like, oh, you might be able to land a little bit of a charge on an archer unit, but you're going to lose like half of your cav unit. It's not worth it. I think they need to just keep their units alive, because now they're in a situation where their infantry over here will not go toe-to-toe with the infantry that's left. Now, keep in mind, they still have their archers over here, and they probably still have a lot of ammo, I assume. So the archers are going to try to kill as many as possible. I would move these archers around like this. That way they all have a slightly different angle, and they can go for units that aren't, looking directly at them. So you're like hitting the flank of units. But now we have an angry mob army running around. They just couldn't for the life of them protect their archers. Oh my God. They could not protect their archers, and they are now running around in a big angry mob, and that's the last thing you want to do against these archers. So I think at this point, guys, this is where things are going to slow down. So I'm going to fast forward, because all that we're witnessing here are the archers shooting at this blob, and that's another reason. Wait, are they out of ammo? Oh my God, they're out of ammo. Wow, they just bled through their ammo. Okay. So again, they need to form a protective square. This right here, this is not good. Like, they need to kind of have a unit watching every flank, because they're about to be encircled right now, and they can fight their way through this. So what I would do, and they're actually pushing out. Let's see, let's press play here. They are pushing out. So this this video might be a little shorter. That guy just got wrecked. Get wrecked, nerd. This might be a little shorter of a video than what I said at the beginning, just because I think we're gonna get a lot of cat and mouse situations here, where they're just kind of teasing each other. You see with the archers. So I think the best bet for the Persian Parthia forces is to full-on attack from, like, basically just surround and close in at the same time on every side. I think that's their best bet, because they're out of ammo, and their infantry will definitely struggle against the Seleucids. Now, if the Seleucids keep doing this with the army, with them blobbed up like this, the only thing I can think of why he's doing this is that he's trying to protect his pikemen from the archers by overlapping with, like, other sworded units. That's the only thing I can think of why he would form up like this, because he still does have ammo over here. These guys still have ammo as well, but looking at how most of the archers are out of ammo, I mean, I don't know if these guys have a lot of ammo left, so they might be able to just sit here and take it. All right, the Seleucids are now branching out. There's no point in chasing down these archers. There's just no point. You just got to stand there and sit and wait, basically. The Romans are down to 3 units. They're about to, again, what is going on here? The Romans and the Seleucids are on different pages. This is a classic way of losing a big chunk of your army right here. So you know how herd animals move in herds? Well, there's a reason for that, because they're stronger together. You know, when you have a prey coming out of the tall grass, you move together as one, and it increases your chances of surviving. Now, when someone veers away, steps away from the pack and goes a different way, well, they're going to be easily picked on, because it's a single target that you can focus down, right? That's what's happening right there. The Romans got away from the pack, which this is the pack, and just died. Just dead. And that's something you got to look out for in Total War, whether you're hunting or you're part of the pack, if you get what I'm saying. Always make sure that your army is together. And you could always give some exceptions to horse archers and cav because they're fast moving. But if you're in a situation like this where you don't have any cav, you don't want to separate. You don't want to separate because that's how you're going to lose units to just a blindsided cav charge or them quickly surrounding those 1 or 2 units that got away from the pack and it's just getting swarmed. So yeah, that's disappointing to see that Rome just kind of threw, like Rome could have done, he made a couple, and I'm not trying to be harsh on the player, but just for learning's sake, because at the end of the day, it's a video game, you know, it's all for fun, you know, but I think that he made the mistake of pushing too many units by themselves and getting surrounded. He did make a good play by going back to the Seleucids earlier in the battle, but then I don't know, the Seleucids and the Roman player just did not have good synergy during this battle, and now the Romans are gone. Now, the Seleucids can still win this, which is insane to me when you think about it. Everything that the Seleucid-Roman alliance went through in this battle, it seemed like they've lost most of the engagements, getting some minor victories, mostly killing cav that's going after their archers. But right now, all they can do is just kind of sit and wait, because you know if he tries to pursue and chase the Parthian army, it's going to be a kiting tactic. They're just going to run away. So they have to form that defensive position, which they're doing right here. So what is he doing with these archers? I think he's going to mess with them. I think he's going to get right in his face and volley. What is he doing? I don't know. But unfortunately, these pikes got focused down. They still have a good amount of ammo. And honestly, there's not much you can do about it. I would try to be a little defensive. Oh, there we go. He charged up. That's good. So he actually broke his pike formation and charged the unit. That's smart. But what I would do is try to keep the pikes alive as much as possible. And you kind of just have to sit there and take it. You know? You just have to sit there and take it. But it looks like they're out of ammo. So they don't have to worry about these archers anymore. What they have to worry about now is getting charged from the rear. So that's why he needs to form that noob square. And people call it a noob square, but there are valid times, like right here, when you should use it. A noob square, in my opinion, is when the battle just begins. Like, it just starts. And they're in a noob square formation. That's a noob square. You know, but when the battle has played out, and you realize, hey, you know, my advantage is in the infantry, and that's all I have. I don't have archers, I don't have cav. Well, then you need to box up and try to protect your flank as best you can, because do they have cav? Yeah, they have cav. They could easily hammer an anvil, surround, swarm. So I think pretty soon, here, let me do some more fast forwarding here, as they're kind of, you know, dipping their toes. They're trying to see if they can find a weakness. And what it's going to come down to is just, see, like, I don't know why he's formed. So what I think he should do is have one line here and then one line like that. And they just kind of defend. So we'll see how that plays out. He is moving his swordsmen. The Parthian swordsmen are pretty good. Like, he better. See, these guys can handle getting flanked. They still shouldn't get flanked. I mean, the square formation will help them out, but still, like just bring your units together. Keep them closer together. This is gonna be close. I mean, the balance of power is dead even, guys. And Parthia has basically lost their strength. They've lost their strength, which is ammo. Archers. They don't have any more ammo, so they're going to have to rely on some pretty intense fighting here. Oh! There you go. I see what he's doing. Again, another reason why the pike should be not alone like this. They need to be close. They're gonna do it again. Ready? Yep, that's what you gotta do. If the pikes are... Oh, and then he's gonna charge the rear. Oh, they're just... See... There's no reason to do this. Now they're charging in, so this is kind of a win for the pikes. Now we have some thorax swordsmen that are going to help the flank of these pikes, but these pikes are on the verge of cracking. I mean, they just took 2 Pila to the face. They're more than half dead. They could kill the general here. That's a good move with the general. And there we go. That's one less pike. Again, this is what I'm talking about. Parthia is the lion, and the Seleucids are the zebras, you know, or the gazelle or whatever. They are dividing up. The zebras have their strength in numbers. That's why they look the way they do, you know, with all the black stripes and the white stripes and whatnot. Because you know the reason they have that is because it makes them look like one big mass. Well, they're kind of losing that. Look they're divided. This is ideal. Ideal situation for Parthia. You can't just sit there and do nothing. You gotta move in. He could have sat there and done nothing if he had his entire army together. But this is disaster mode right here for Parthia. And now the Seleucids are down to their spears. They've got their swordsmen. Got some thorax swords trying to save the pikemen, but well, they are getting some victories here. They just defeated the Parthian swordsmen. The archers need to be taken care of. There's another Parthian swordsman unit they need to clean up. They're gonna try to save these pikemen. These guys need to get over here. I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen? They move in and attack you? Like, they are defeating in detail. They are dividing and conquering. That's what Parthia is doing. And there's a big mass push from the Parthian archers using just sheer numbers to try to defeat the thorax swordsmen. And now we have the general closing in. Please turn around. Please turn around. Turn and face the general. What are you? So that's a bummer. I think he was busy microing elsewhere. Oh boy. Here we go. They're using their jabbies. I assume the spears have used up all their ammo. But yeah, he's divided. Oh my god, he can win this. There we go. There we go. Yes, 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 yes. Regroup with your army. You can win this still. You can win this still. In fact, balance of power is kind of in favor of the Seleucids. Just don't worry about the general. He's going to run away. You're not going to catch up to him. You have to wait for him to go to you. Now, this is good. These guys are falling back. That helps them to keep them in the fight. This is 83 thorax swordsmen that are breaking. You don't want that to happen. You want... Come on, come on, come on, come on. You got to go. So I would send in like 2 more units here and then send 2 to watch the flank. That's what I would do if I was him. Or even just form a box. Form a new box. Defensive box. All right, you got to countercharge. Countercharge. Turn around, turn around, turn around. There he goes. There he goes. Good job. He did it. He did it. Fantastic. Fantastic. There you go, Seleucids. There is hope at last. Now, I'm only rooting for the Seleucids because they're kind of the underdogs in this this battle. And this isn't a good move by Parthia. Just mass blobbing his archers. It's not going to work out. And there's only a few more minutes left in this battle. And Parthia is falling back. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Parthia. See, that's all he had to do, man. He just had to keep his army together. I'm so glad that he did it right at the end before it was too late. Now, I assume Parthia has used up all their projectile ammo, their Javi ammo. See, this isn't good. They're letting See, now the Parthia is doing the opposite. Where they're letting, now the Seleucids are the lions and Parthia is the herd. Because Parthia is getting focused down. Now, he doesn't need to charge these guys. He doesn't need to charge them. Well, at the very least, he absorbed their ammo. He can pin them down. All right, but they got it. They got to reinforce this. You can't let them die. You cannot let this unit die. You cannot let this unit die. What are you doing, Seleucids? Please. Why are you blobbed up like this? All right, don't blob. Don't blob. All right, he's coming to reinforce. Don't worry about the general. You worry about your unit. All right, so the general, oh boy. I don't know why he charged this unit in to leave him to die. And then I think he's gonna throw in another volley, potentially. This is insane. Please, Seleucids, please, don't separate. There we go, there we go. Chase him down. Focus this blob down, keep one unit in reserve to deal with the general, and you're fine. One unit, have one unit, watch the general. That's all I ask. Even if that one unit dies, you want them to, how did they not see this? All right, this general might win the day for Parthia, because he can't, you got to turn the unit around to make that charge a little, you know, softer, essentially. And sure enough, this unit of 79 thorax swordsmen are breaking. Now, that's the thing that Parthia has over the Seleucids. They have a general, and the Seleucids don't. I don't know when the Seleucid general died. I don't know why he's just taking a beating from that general. I don't know why he's doing that. Now, I think Parthia just is going to win it here. He just engulfed him. Oh, yeah, he's winning. The Seleucids threw this away at the end. All they needed was to hang back one unit to watch that general. That's all they needed. And there you have it, guys. Parthia just turned this battle around. They kind of dominated the whole time, but they did make some mistakes there, being kind of reckless with their cab. But the Seleucids, man, they should have won this battle. They had it. I mean, it's not over yet, but it is in favor of Parthia. And the fact that they've taken many casualties and there's still some Parthian swordsmen with the general, I just don't see the Seleucids winning this one. Let's see if they can try to pull off a victory here. Oh, there's... I mean, the spears are decent at holding while being surrounded. If they can form the square formation, it might be too late, though. Oh, this is really close. Hold! There's just an island surrounded by Parthians. I mean, a close battle. If they can kill the general here, who just muscles his way through these spears. They are spears. If they can kill them, like even just one cav. There we go. Oh my god. And this is what kills me, because if the Seleucids just kept their army together, this would be happening right now, but with more units. You know what I mean? But they're doing well as long as they keep breaking these archers. Parthia's being smart about it. They're falling back every time they start wavering, just to prevent them from breaking. That, or they're just wavering, they're retreating. But let's see, does he still have ammo? He might still have ammo. Let's watch. Yep. Oh, that's disappointing. I feel for you, Seleucids. I feel for you. And then here comes the general, but the general's going to charge into his own men. So yeah, there you go. And how is it nobody's breaking here? There's only 13 seconds left. Oh, okay, there it is. Boom. Seleucid's lost. Oh, man. That's tragic. That is tragic. So that was a really close battle where it shouldn't have been that close, but then the solutions this is just a weird battle. It was just a weird battle. The Romans did really poorly at the beginning, but kind of recovered, but then lost it. And then the Seleucids, same thing. They did poorly at the beginning, recovered, and then lost it. And the Parthians able to come out on top using their sheer numbers to surround the superior troops. And that's going to wrap it up for today's battle. We'll look at the kills here. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was either sent in by Imperial Roman or HK. Let's see. Who still had their general. I think it was sent in by Imperial Roman. So thank you so much for the battle replay. It does mean a lot. Maybe, I don't know. I can't. Oh yeah, definitely Imperial, because he had the Persian swordsman, which was really smart of him to bring. Really smart of him. But yeah, GG to all the players. This was awesome. This was fun. If Rome got like 100 more kills, I think they would have won this one. But again, not bad. If Rome kept his archers alive, he would have won it. Like, it was so crazy how many times they could have won this battle. But nonetheless, it's just a video game. We're all here for fun. Hopefully we can learn something. Again, if you're one of the players watching, don't take this personally. I'm just having fun, just goofing around. And you know, it's just, yeah, just having, I don't know. I always feel bad when I'm just like, I do it in a banter sort of way. It's only jest. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this pitch battle. If you enjoy pitch battles and you want to see more, the best way you can let me know is by liking and leaving a comment. Helps the channel a ton. I do appreciate the support, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on the battlefield.